My use of media technologies in the construction, research, planning and evaluation stages were crucial regarding my final outcome of my three media products. Possibly the main tool I used almost daily was my WordPress blog. WordPress is a universal website that allows anyone to create a sophisticated and practical blog, and it allowed me to chronologically order my ideas throughout the process. I downloaded the app for both my iPhone and my iPad, which allowed me to blog on the go and keep up to date with any new developments. I used my blog to record my research and planning, and I was confident with the website as I'd used it throughout AS Media Studies. It is an important media technology, and I was able to embed photographs to support my text as well as YouTube videos. The camera I used when filming was a high quality Nikon, and compared with the older cameras I've used in previous years, it improved the quality of my film dramatically, which helped towards making my film appear far more professional. I had slight difficulty with the camera on the dolly in my first shot, as it was challenging to stabilise the shot fully. The advantage of the digital camera was that I could produce multiple test shots before I began shooting the entirety of my film, and I was able to go back through the footage, analyse what worked well and what needed improving, and that was really easy. To edit my film, I used Final Cut Pro, which I really enjoyed. It's the first time I've worked on my own, so I had to take sort of full responsibility. But it was simple to insert my footage, drag the clips I wanted into the timeline, and cut them accordingly. Something which I hadn't previously done was colour correction, but with the simple tools of Final Cut Pro, I was able to experiment with like the tones of my film to create a more aesthetically pleasing colour palette. In addition, I used Audio Network to sift through hundreds of potential soundtracks, and when I was happy with my choice, I imported it into Final Cut Pro and adjusted it to fit with my film, and ended up looping the soundtrack, adjusting the volume in certain places, and to accommodate my voicemail recording. Another media technology that I used in my research and planning was Motion, which I used in the Macs in school to create my film titles and credits. This was really helpful because I was able to adapt already produced titles and manipulate them to my own preferences. I chose a theme that involved a stream of letters interchanging throughout the sequence before presenting the title of my film, Memo. I chose to alter this particular title sequence due to its theme fitting with my sticky note theme in my film. Furthermore, I used Pixelmator to create my first ancillary text, which was my film poster. Pixelmator was again easy to use and similar to Photoshop, which I am confident with, and it allowed me to view my layers as I was designing the poster. I could open new images and insert them, and then experiment with shapes and text until I sort of got the right thing that I wanted. And I could do sort of multiple testers of these and just keep going until I was happy with what I got. My other ancillary text was my magazine review, which after much debating I decided to use Pages to create. Pages is kind of like a clash between Pixelmator and Microsoft Word, which made it really easy to understand and produce a 2-page spread review to the best of my ability. I used photographs from my short film and added the text and extra features before getting creative with the design elements from popular film review magazines such as Empire, which I had read regularly, and they had sort of codes and conventions that I needed to follow. Moreover, Google has probably been a really large part of the media technology I used in the research and planning, for things such as research into similar media products, learning various techniques like formatting a script, which I hadn't done before. I also resorted to Google when looking for inspiration for my film, my film poster, and to get onto Empire's website to read reviews and take note of like important features. After discovering sort of interesting similar media products on Google, I took to YouTube and watched endless clips, tutorials, and directors' thoughts on various films that I was interested in taking inspiration from. Similar to YouTube, there's Vimeo, which I used regularly because it's really popular with short films like my own and gives you the option to view the editor's choice, which varies each week. And even if it wasn't what I was initially looking for, it always gave me some fresh ideas. A great example would be the short film I discovered on Vimeo called Mum. It was a great short film in its own right, but it also captured my attention due to the shots gained from using slow motion in post production of the main character in the shower. After seeing this clip and realising I wanted to produce something of a similar standard, I went back onto Google to research inventive ways of gaining the shot and uh, simple pointers such as how not to get condensation into the lens of the camera when shooting the scene. A media technology that was important regarding the feedback for my evaluation process was the social media site Facebook. I was able to reach many different people that I would not be able to communicate with otherwise and learn their views on my film's poster, and I could sort of gain honest feedback that others could sort of bounce off and sort of agree with or disagree and sort of create a debate over it, which was really good. Um, my final key media technology would probably be Prezi, as I've always used it from the start of my production as well as in my evaluation. It is kind of like a creative form of communication and lets me present my ideas in such a way to establish different key areas and produce a journey type sort of decision making tool, really like a sort of presentation. When I produced charts in Microsoft Excel of the feedback I gained on my questionnaire, I was then able to add that information into my Prezi to support the feedback that I was analysing and make it a little bit more diverse. So in conclusion, I've used an array of different sort of media technologies in all stages of my work, and it has really aided my creative decisions and given me endless inspiration and help.